welcome to the news at 10. The State Security Court issued the Interpol Red Notice against the prime suspect in the tobacco case. The public prosecution will coordinate with the Anti-Money Laundering and Terrorism Financing Unit and conduct an extensive financial analysis and investigation against the defendants in the case and the companies they own. Attorney General Hazem Al-Majali said the public prosecutor's office managed to gather information and documents relating to the already referred cases by the general prosecutor, as well as identify the main suspects. Majali added that many raw materials and production lines owned by the defendants' companies were seized in coordination with the General Customs Department. The government's economic team met and discussed Jordan's public transportation sector, challenges facing it, and practical solutions and proposals to improve it. During the meeting, Prime Minister Omar al-Razzaz stressed the government's commitment to take all necessary measures to improve services to citizens, especially in the health, education, and transportation fields. He also stressed the government's commitment to present a clear plan with a specific timetable to improve services during the government's first 100 days, saying that transportation services should comply with public safety standards. Minister of Transport and Municipal Affairs Walid Al-Masri, meanwhile, outlined the different plans and projects for the sector. Prime Minister Omar al-Razzaz discussed Jordanian-Iraqi relations with visiting Iraqi Defense Minister Arfan al-Hiyali. Razzaz and al-Hiyali emphasized the need to enhance joint cooperation between the two countries, with al-Hiyali drawing attention to cooperation in all civil and military fields. The Iraqi minister highlighted the significance of yesterday's signed agreement between the two countries, which was on military and security cooperation, exchange of expertise and information in the field of border protection, capacity development, and combating terrorism. The meeting also dealt with the Tribil border crossing and the need to focus on promoting trade and investment exchange, as well as establishing a joint industrial zone near the two countries' borders. The cabinet decided to expand its oil market by approving 2 new oil marketing companies to take part in the distribution of oil derivatives within the kingdom. The cabinet decided to assign the Energy and Minerals Regulatory Commission to license the 2 companies and determine the license value after meeting all requirements. The cabinet also reviewed the Jordan Valley Authority's Board of Directors' decision over allocating agricultural and housing units to its citizens. The decision, which aims to provide Jordan Valley citizens with adequate housing and improve their living standards, includes allocating 408 housing units and 44 agricultural ones. Moreover, the cabinet approved the Memorandum of Understanding that is yet to be signed between the Ministry of Transport and a Chinese company to set up the National Railway Network project. The project aims to link some local cities and production centers, as well as link the kingdom with neighboring countries. U.S. President Donald Trump reimposed sanctions on Iran that had been lifted as part of the Iran nuclear deal. Senior U.S. administration officials said the so-called snapback sanctions, which are due to come into force tomorrow, would target Iranian purchases of U.S. dollars, metals trading and other dealings, coal, industrial-related software, and its auto sector. U.S. officials said Trump is aiming to cut off the Iranian leadership's access to resources, with the U.S. planning to reintroduce potentially more damaging sanctions on Iranian oil in November. Europe and China, meanwhile, remained reluctant to curtail businesses with Iran, with the European Union voicing regret today at the looming U.S. sanctions. In some technology news, China put its next-generation supercomputer into operation, with the latest prototype exascale computing machine set to play a huge role in scientific research and offer a boost to the medical field. An exascale computer is able to execute a quintillion calculations per second. Supercomputers are playing vital roles across many fields of life, such as in weather forecasts, calculation of ocean currents, financial data analysis, high-end equipment manufacturing, and car collision simulations. In sports, America's Courtney Conlogue made a triumphant return to her home beach to win the U.S. Open, the seventh round of the World Surf League, beating Stephanie Gilmore of Australia in the women's final. Conlogue beat Gilmore 13.83 to 11.86 at Huntington Beach. Conlogue missed 4 of the first 5 WSL events this season with an ankle injury sustained in training. Her win now moved her up into 15th place in the overall standings. France's Antoine Albo produced a dominant victory in the Fuerteventura Slalom Windsurfing World Cup event. The competition included 4 races spanned over 5 days, with the Frenchman claiming victory in every race to earn a 5th title in a row in the Canaries. The win leaves Albo level on points with this weekend's runner-up Matteo Iacchino on top of the overall slalom leaderboard, but the Italian maintained first place due to achieving higher rankings in previous competitions. And finally, the weather outlook. The late hours bring cooler weather across the kingdom, with temperatures dropping to below their seasonal average tomorrow. Summer conditions continue to prevail, however, in most areas, while it will be hot in the Jordan Valley, Dead Sea and the Gulf of Aqaba. Amman can expect highs of 32 degrees, dropping down to 20 at night, while in Aqaba, daytime highs reach 40 degrees and drop down to 26 at night. With this, we come to the end of tonight's news. I'm Dana Abusham. Thanks for watching and have a good night.